expected the first week of the new year to begin like this. There were no flashing cameras, no red carpets, no scheduled appearances, just a quiet holiday setting, a few private conversations, and a sense that everything was finally slowing down. And then, in a single moment that no one present could forget, something happened that instantly shifted the atmosphere from calm to stunned silence. What unfolded next would travel far beyond that private space, spreading across social media, fan communities, and entertainment circles, turning into one of the most talked about stories of the season. What made it so shocking was not only what was seen, but what it seemed to suggest. A sudden act, an unexpected reaction, and a wave of unanswered questions combined into a story that felt unsettlingly real. People who heard about it didn't just want to know what happened, they wanted to understand why it happened and what it revealed about the emotions simmering beneath the surface. From that moment on, the story refused to fade, pulling more and more viewers into its unresolved tension. According to multiple accounts circulating online, the incident took place during what was meant to be a low-key breakaway from public attention. The setting was relaxed, almost ordinary, which made the disruption even more jarring. Witnesses describe a woman approaching a table without raising her voice or drawing attention to herself. There was no dramatic build-up, no scene that warned others of what was about to happen. Then, with a single, deliberate motion, food was thrown, landing directly on Songyun's face. The moment was brief, but the impact was immediate. Conversation stopped. People nearby froze, unsure whether they were witnessing a misunderstanding or something far more personal unfolding in front of them. What followed only deepened the confusion. Songyun appeared visibly stunned, not reacting with anger or outrage, but with the kind of quiet shock that comes when reality abruptly shifts. Those who saw her describe a pause that felt longer than it was, as if everyone was waiting for someone else to explain what had just occurred. Before that could happen, Shukai stood up. His reaction was swift, and his expression, according to those present, changed completely. There was no mistaking his emotion. He was angry. Yet even here, accounts begin to diverge. Some believe his anger was directed outward, triggered by seeing someone cross a boundary that should never be crossed. Others suggest his reaction carried a deeper weight, shaped by feelings he had been trying to contain for far too long. As word of the incident spread, so did differing versions of what led up to it. Some witnesses insist there was no argument beforehand, that the act came without warning. Others claim there were quiet words exchanged, references to past promises, and emotions that had clearly been building for some time. These conflicting perspectives became fuel for speculation, turning the story into a puzzle with no single, clear answer. And in the world of online storytelling, uncertainty is often more powerful than clarity. Soon, attention shifted from the act itself to the possible reasons behind it. Rumours began to surface, carefully worded and often framed as personal opinions rather than confirmed facts. They spoke of a previous relationship that had been kept private, of expectations that may have lasted longer than feelings did, and of emotional lines that might have blurred before honesty caught up. None of these claims were officially confirmed, but their presence added layers to the story, encouraging viewers to read between the lines and draw their own conclusions. What made this situation resonate so strongly was not the drama alone, but its relatability. Many viewers saw reflections of their own experiences in the fragments of the story. The pain of unspoken truths, the shock of realizing something important too late, and the complicated emotions that arise when private matters spill into public view. It wasn't about taking sides as much as it was about recognizing how easily silence can lead to confrontation, and how quickly moments of restraint can give way to irreversible actions. In the hours after the incident, security reportedly intervened to ensure the situation did not escalate further. The parties were separated, and the immediate tension dissolved, but the emotional impact lingered. Shukai was said to remain behind briefly, speaking with staff, his agitation still visible. That image alone, shared and reshared online, became symbolic for many viewers. A reminder that even those who appear composed under constant scrutiny are not immune to emotional overload. As days passed, the absence of official statements only amplified interest. Without clear explanations, audiences filled the gaps themselves. Discussions grew, not just about what happened, but about responsibility, communication, and the pressures faced by people whose personal lives are constantly observed. The story evolved from a shocking moment into a broader reflection on boundaries and emotional accountability, which is why it continued to draw attention long after the initial reports. In the end, this story did not become viral simply because it was dramatic. It resonated because it felt unfinished, because it presented human emotions without neat resolutions. Viewers were left to sit with the discomfort of unanswered questions, and that discomfort kept them watching, commenting, and sharing. Sometimes, the most powerful stories are not those that offer clear conclusions, but those that invite us to reflect on how easily things can unravel when feelings remain unspoken. Thank you for staying with this story until the end. If you found this perspective insightful or thought-provoking, don't forget to support the channel by subscribing to LVT-SHOWBIZ. Your support allows us to continue bringing you carefully crafted stories that look beyond headlines and explore the human side of entertainment news. Leave your thoughts in the comments, share this video with others who enjoy thoughtful storytelling, and stay tuned for more in-depth content coming soon. Your time and attention mean more than you know, and we truly appreciate you being part of this community.